Hi there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from in the world. Then welcome to Live with Leila. My name is Leila Singh and I'm a leadership, career and personal brand coach. My mission is to impact 100,000 people's career trajectory beyond what they thought possible. Why? Because I am passionate about helping you to realize what is possible for you when it comes to your career and to your life. And why do I do this? Because I want for you to play a bigger game, to step out and to realize what is really possible for you when it comes to harnessing your leadership potential. I coach high achieving, ambitious, and driven mid to senior level career professionals, typically working in the technology industry for promotion, for peak performance, and positioning. In other words, a standout personal brand, all whilst showing up as the best version of yourself. What I call life leadership. So, first of all, welcome to today's live. If you're watching live, please do hashtag live in the replay. Let me know where you are watching from today. Do say hello. And if you're watching on replay, hashtag replay below. Say hello and let me know where in the world you are watching on replay from. Thank you. Shah, hi there. Great to have you on. Let me know that you can hear me, you can see me okay. And this is streaming fine. Also, a quick apology that I'm running a couple of minutes late today. Had a couple of technical hitches at the start, but I hope we're all good now and you can hear it and see me okay. Great. So today, I thought a pertinent topic to focus on is the fact that it is the 1st of October. It is the final quarter of the year. So today's subject is finish the year strong. Where has the time gone? I cannot believe myself that we're now on the 1st of October. We're in the last quarter of the year. We're in the run up to Christmas. How has that even happened? My question to you is this. Have you set your intentions for the remainder of the year, for these last 3 months? Or are you continuing on that hamster wheel with no clear direction, no focus, and leaving your intentions and your goal setting for the new year? I ask this because it is so easy to do this. After all, December is the month of celebration. Many write it off as time to spend with loved ones, family, friends, socializing, partying. Then in between that, we have Halloween, we have Thanksgiving. So there's a lot going on. And there's time spent socializing, enjoying, having fun, and celebrating, which means that really we've only got almost 2 clear months for the remainder of the year. And that time will, of course, fly by, just like this year has. And so we may as well park our goal setting until the new year. In fact, there is so much that you can accomplish in the remaining 3 months if you take the time to slow down, to get present with being present, and envision how you can start the new year. In fact, how you would like to start the new year. So my invitation to you today is to take some action. And here's what I invite you to do is to identify one area, just pick one area of your life that is a priority for you where you want to create some change. So for example, this can be your health, it could be relationship, your career, maybe it's your financial security, it's personal development and growth, it's time spent with family and friends. What is the one area of your life right now, today, that you would love to see more change in, to have something different, to create a different experience? And as I said, we're just inviting you to pick one thing today. I'm not going to overwhelm you with loads to do. Just pick one area that you can start to focus on, which once you start to create that change and be intentional about it, it means that by the time you reach January, you'll be steps ahead of where you could be if you do nothing. Okay? So grab a pen and paper. Here are some questions I want you to write down and take away and percolate over, reflect, review, consider, maybe speak to people about it if it would help you to talk things through and to just voice your thoughts on what's going on in your head so you can help to prioritize something. So these are the questions I'm going to share with you. Make a note of them and then carve out some space to actually go through them, reflect on them, think about them, what your answers are, so that you can start to take those steps. So first of all, The question is, how important is it for you to create change in this particular area of your life? So let's use an example for this. Let's say you want to improve a particular aspect of your health. Okay. So the question you want to ask yourself is, how important is it for me to create change in this area of my life? In other words, in the area of health. Second question is, why? Why is this a priority for me? And what else? What other reasons are there? So when you ask yourself, why is it a priority? You might come up with one reason. Then dig a little bit deeper to really get to the bottom of that why. What's going to change for you? Why is this important? And think of all the possible reasons that play a part in the reason that you want this particular area, such as health, to change. And keep writing down wherever comes up through to you until you run out of reasons. And then the next question is this, most importantly, who do I need to become to achieve my goal? In other words, how do I need to change? How do I need to show up differently such that I can achieve this goal? For example, if it's your health that you're focusing on, it may be that I want to become more consistent in what I do. So taking those little steps every day to see that change and experience that change. It could be that I want to become committed to my goal and being intentional with how I show up every day to achieve that goal and to move forward. So just think about what needs to be different in the way that you show up and approach this such that you will create that impact for yourself. The next question is, what can I do differently from what I am doing now that will help me to achieve this change in this area of my life? So for example, what can I do differently? Maybe you're spending an hour or two in the evening watching Netflix or something on TV, such that you could have maybe gone out for a walk, gone to the gym, done some stretching, yoga, some sort of exercise. Instead of spending 2 hours, maybe you could spend an hour and spend the other hour doing something active towards your health. So when we start to ask these questions, yes, they can become uncomfortable. They can make us think, no, I don't really want to go there. Don't want to face this. Don't want to deal with it. I'd rather just spend those 2 hours in front of TV. That's okay. Remember, this is about what you want to create change in and how important it is for you. So if it is important for you, ask yourself these difficult questions and think about, what can I do differently from today that will start to make the change and the shifts that I want. The next question is, what support can I call upon to keep me focused and to keep me accountable? So this could be, as an example, it could be your partner. It could be someone in your immediate family. It could be a good friend of yours or somebody else who's got a similar mission, who's got a similar health goal or an intention. And maybe you can keep each other accountable. And it will also help you to keep moving forward because someone else is doing it with you. Then it's like, okay, they're going out for their run or their walk or to the gym. I'm going to do the same because I've committed to this. And for some people, that will really help with the motivation. So think about who you can call on to support you. It might even be that you want to hire a personal trainer or a coach in nutrition. So it's somebody who can help you to really nail down what you're struggling with. So think about where and what you can seek help from. And then ask yourself, what will it mean to me if nothing has changed by the 1st of January 2025? How will I feel if nothing has changed, if I'm in exactly the same position? Why am I asking you to ask this question and contemplate on it? Because sometimes the pain of no change can propel you forward to actually taking action and to committing to doing what you have identified you need to do to get you to where you want to be. So if we go back to the health example, is it the case that actually I know if I spend less time in front of the TV and an extra hour of my day doing some form of movement, whether it's a walk, if you've got an exercise bike, a treadmill, doing some yoga, whatever it is for you, going to the gym, you know that something will change. You will start to see results by January. Whereas if you don't, nothing changes. So what will it mean for you if nothing has changed by January 1st? Remember, I did say some of these questions will be a little uncomfortable. Bindu, thumbs up. Thank you. I hope this is helping you in some way. Let me know what your biggest takeaway is so far. And thank you for joining live today. And then The next question is, how will I feel when I'm able to start my new year in the way that I had envisioned? So maybe if we're talking about health, maybe you're feeling more energized, you're bouncing out of bed in the morning, maybe you've lost a few pounds, your clothes are fitting better, whatever that is for you. It's personal to you. You don't need to share that with anyone. But just spend some time thinking about how you will feel and what will be different in January once you can start the year in the way that you have envisioned. So those are the questions I invite you to write down and spend some time answering, reflecting on for yourself. I'll quickly recap them. So if you are writing these down, make the time. This is really important. Don't just write them down. Please carve out some time, probably even need half an hour to sit with them and be honest with yourself and answer the questions. First of all, pick your area that you want to see that change in. Identify what that is. Is it your health? Is it your career? Is it your relationships? Whichever it is for you. How important is it for you to create that change in that particular area of your life? Why? Why is this important to me? And for what other reason? And keep digging down deep to get really clear, because when you really have those answers to your why it's important, again, that will keep you motivated and determined to follow through. And most importantly, who do you need to become to achieve that goal? What do I need to do differently? How can I show up in a way that will have me committed to following through on this? What can I do differently from what I'm doing now? What support can I call upon to keep me focused and accountable? Whether it is your personal trainer, a health coach, a friend, a partner, somebody who you know will have your back and keep encouraging you to keep going when it gets tough. What will it mean for you if nothing has changed by the 1st of January? And how will it feel when you're able to start the new year in the way that you had envisioned? So those are the questions I invite you to reflect on, to consider, and to answer. And remember, it could be that you want a greater connection in a particular relationship. Perhaps you want to be fitter, healthier, stronger, have more energy, move forward in your career, step up to the next level, get promoted, increase your self-awareness through personal growth. Or maybe it's creating a greater balance of work and life, so you get to spend more time doing what you love and spending time with loved ones. So next, my invitation to you is, once you've reflected on those questions and answered them, is to set intentions. So create monthly milestones, weekly goals, and daily habits, so that every day you get to make a little bit of progress, however small, towards that vision of change and what it is you want to create. You've got 3 months left right now. Think about it, it's approximately 12 weeks. So what milestones can you put in place over the next 3 months? What are the weekly goals that you can set yourself? And remember, I always advocate, if you're really struggling, start with the baby steps, because once you can incorporate some baby steps, then you can expand on that and extrapolate that out and challenge yourself a little bit more. But we want to get started. So don't overwhelm yourself on day one. Start with the little baby steps, the daily habits, and start to see yourself experience making the progress. Next is reflect. Reflect weekly on your progress, the wins, the successes, however small. For you, a particular win might seem maybe small, but for someone else, it could be huge. So remember, this is about you and what's important for you, not about anybody else. You're not competing with anyone else. It's you against you. So reflect on your progress, look for what is working well, look for how much you've progressed. Don't focus on only, okay, I want to get here and I'm still so far away. Look at how far you have come. It's really important to keep you, again, motivated and determined to keep moving forward. And then tweak what's not working well. So if you've set yourself milestones and goals which are just, maybe you've realized they're unrealistic, it's not going to happen, how can you tweak that to make it happen? And then third is reach out and engage the support that you need, because you don't have to do this on your own. As I said, if it's health, maybe a health coach, a personal trainer, join a gym. just get out and start walking more, whatever it is, it's okay. But engage some support, accountability, and help to keep you moving forward. This is the process, by the way, that I'm following and I have done for a number of years now in areas of health, business, relationships, which means that I get to create the changes that I want to experience in all of those areas of my life. And the fact that we're in Q4 means that it's even more important to keep focused and keep determined and keep going. In fact, for those of you who follow me on a regular basis, you may know that actually this month is when me and my partner will head out to the Caribbean to run our annual retreat. And as part of that, our delegates will be looking at their plans, their vision for the next 12 months and receiving a year of support from us to ensure that they get to where they want to be and achieve their vision, their goals, and create the life that they want. But not only that, we also carve out ourselves after the retreat some time to look at our own life, business, and so forth, and map out our visions of where we're looking to get to next year. So we're doing that during October. I invite you to do it now as well, so you can get the best out of this last quarter. So my question to you is, what one area of your life are you going to improve upon during this last quarter of 2024 to make the start of the new year your best ever and you hit the ground running? I'd love to hear what you're going to focus on. So do pop your answer in the comments below. And of course, let me know what questions, if any, you have on today's session. Please do take the time to reflect on these questions and to spend some time looking at what can I accomplish over these next 3 months before we hit January. And of course, before I wrap up for today, a couple of quick reminders. If you haven't already done so, please do grab your copy of the Personal Brand Playbook. What is the Personal Brand Playbook? It is a ebook that I've put together which highlights what I believe to be the key 6 areas that we need to develop, to work on, and to hone such that we can stand out when it comes to our career, to be visible, to be noticed, and to be top of mind when it comes to hiring decisions, to promotions, and so forth. Not only that, you have a brand audit that will help you to identify any gaps between those 6 areas and where you're currently at, as well as best practices that you can immediately implement such that you can start to create those changes within your day-to-day life. So do grab your copy of the playbook. And of course, after this, head over to my YouTube channel and subscribe, share with others who can benefit from the content there, and check out the content. There's over 400 videos now. Over 50 are interviews with leaders from the tech industry who have generously shared their time, their career journeys, their knowledge, and really showing us what is possible when it comes to your career. So there is something there for you, trust me. And if you're in the job search market, there is a wealth of information, support, and strategies and ideas that you can take away and implement again to help you to move forward and secure the ideal job for you in your career, in your industry. So do check it out. There is a raft of content out there that can support you and help you wherever you are at in your career. Before I wrap up for today, a couple of things I want to share. Number one, as I said, I'm heading out with my partner to run the retreat and also work on our businesses, our respective businesses, as well as having a little bit of downtime. So I will be going live a couple of times while I'm away, but also I will be sharing a couple of recordings in my absence so that you're still having your weekly it's not live, it's a recording of a previous live that I may have done that I feel could add some value at this stage of the year. So do remember to check it out this time next week. So same time, 12:30, there will be a recording for you. And subject to connectivity and Wi-Fi, whilst we're away, I will endeavour to also share from a live stream how we're getting on with the retreat and the insights that could benefit and help you as well. So take care. Have a great rest of the week. Remember to harness your potential, to elevate your performance, and to commit towards achieving greater personal growth. all while showing up as the best version of yourself. Take care, and I will see you soon.